I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Hey, what's going on, boys and girls? Okay, finally, we're back at Data East Star Trek. Yeah? Okay, I just had to cut that last video short, obviously, because Jamie was calling me because someone was at the door for me. I was selling an original Xbox 360, so I had to go run and deal with that. And then my phone rang, and now I'm out the door. Unfortunately, it's not for a pinball machine pickup. It's because I have an apartment for rent. Oh, yeah, you go ahead. I was, yep. Yeah, we have an apartment for rent, and I get a call, and they want to look at it, and over the next few days, the best time that they can look at it is instantly. So, I'm out the door, and there's my phone again. I don't know, that's a weird number, though, so let's, turn that down. Yeah, so my phone actually has been kind of going nutty with this apartment for rent, especially today. I don't know what's going on today. Everybody's looking for apartments today for some reason. Anyway, so what my plan is to actually get back to Star Trek tonight. I'm not going to have much time. I was hoping for it, but what I was about to say and do is I was working on the ramp. I got my Novus 2, I was polishing it all up, trying to get out all the crud, the remaining crud. I got a big piece of yellow Bristol board. I didn't have white. I put it underneath so I could see all the dirt and everything and try and give it a really nice, finish, clean look. And it's coming along awesome. I'm polishing up the metal gates with my steel wool, checked all the flasher bulbs, and next thing I have to do is rebuild those connectors for the rope light. So that, hopefully, I'll have time to do. Also, my Marco order came in today. Well, our Marco order. There was a few people on the order. I got my slingshot brackets, so I can install them, maybe. I actually don't have a whole lot of time tonight because I'm gonna hang out with Jamie. We're gonna play some Mega Touch and maybe some online slots and have a couple beverages. So between now and then, that happening is not a lot of time. So I've been busy with some stuff. This video will probably, no, I don't know. There's a video coming out soon. It's a trailer. If you haven't already seen it, I'm not sure the order of releasing just yet. But I've been busy with that. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, well, then you have something to look forward to, because it's very, very interesting. But yeah, that's why, partly why there hasn't been a whole lot of Star Trek action lately. But also, if you watch the Whirlwind series, then you would recall that the decals for the drop targets were not very well done. I didn't like them. But Marco said on the next order, let us know when you're going to place an order and we'll slip in some new ones that are redone. And I got them today, and gotta say, it looks a lot better. And so sweet. Thanks, Marco. You guys rock. That was awesome. No charge, of course. So they went and redid the art and printed off some new ones for me. Also, I did get 2 Data East brand new flipper bats. And so yeah, 2 flipper bats and 2 slingshot assemblies was over $120 Canadian. Not cheap, and that is with splitting shipping amongst a couple people. So that was a little bit of a stinger, but it needs to be done. I mean, not really a stinger, but you know, it's just like, holy shit, I got like 4 parts, and they didn't seem that significant for significant dollars. Anyway, that's just, and Marco was the only one who had them in stock, so I'm happy that they were even available. Anyway, so I gotta go do this landlording thing, and then hopefully I'll be able to get back to Star Trek and actually get something done on that. But, you know, I guess I gotta keep my priorities in check, eh? Okay, I'm back from the showing, and they seem like they could be okay. We'll see what happens. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to the action here. So there's the Novus 2. There's the yellow paper I was talking about. It helps me to see all the crusties. And, you know, unless I spend another hour on this, I'm probably not going to get every single square millimeter. I'm going to find, the harder I look, the more I'm going to find, right? But I'm pretty thrilled with how it looks right now. Like, look at that. That does look pretty darn good. The Novus was a nice finishing touch. Here is my new brackets for the slings. It's like, you know, gold looking in the photo, but they came in more of a chrome, I guess, steel look. But here, these are the new decals. I think if I recall correctly, the yellow was very off from the original color, and it was hard to read the Whirlwind text. I don't remember if I had any issues with the field of power, but I think they were okay. We can go take a look in a second, but there's my new Data East logo flipper bats. Yeah, so 130 bucks for this shit right here. And 0 for this. Thanks, Marco. Much appreciated. Oh, yeah, this was me testing all the flashers. I got a bulb tester for the flashers. Gorby's Garage, are you going to build one of these? One for the, you got to do one for the flashers and one for the regular bulbs, because different voltage, right? So there's the old 9 volt for that one. And the like 6 volt for these guys here. So I didn't build those, my buddy did, and I just bought them off him when he was selling all of his pinball crap. Here is the steel wool that I was using. Did I show that off yet? This one didn't polish up all that amazing, but the other two came out very nice. How do I get a good look at that? Yeah, it just doesn't want to show very well. But where's the other one? There. So they polished up nice. They're a little cruddy. There, you can see all 3 in that one shot there. Look at that. Yeah, so all the flashers were good. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flashers on this bad boy. Let's go for fun. Take a little peek at Whirlwind. Here's a DMD I picked up that is potentially new old stock, so I'm going to test that in CSI just to confirm. But here is the old Marco Whirlwind decal, and here's the new one. So see the color difference. The color difference is significant. The one down there is nowhere near the original color. That's hardly even yellow. Oh, I know what it was now. See how the Whirlwind font doesn't even have blue in it like the original. This has blue, so that was the other thing. Let's feel the power here. How are we feeling? That looks about the same, so I think we'll just have spare of those. But yeah, so Whirlwind, that's for you. And I guess now what I think I'm gonna do, kind of running out of time, this could be a very short video. Oh, this is kind of a little more time consuming and tedious to redo these connectors. So maybe what I'll do is just reassemble the additional ramp parts. All this crap, I'll clean this up, reassemble that, and that's nice and easy. So I'm gonna work on that next. Okay, ramp is reassembled. This little zone here has 2 plastic pieces, 3 screws, and 4 spacers. So yeah, it took me a second to get that back in order. And that is good to go. The diverter, oh yeah, I was gonna show you the diverter in action. Boom, boom. So I got it just snug enough that it should do the trick. Then we got these plastics here. They're all cleaned up, reassembled. And this back plastic that used to be black, you can actually see through it now. It's pretty impressive. So now I just got to rebuild those two connectors, and then I can install this bad boy. All right, I got my repinning stuffs happening here, and check it out. I added some length to the white wires that were short, this guy here and this guy here, and then added two new Molex connectors into the Z connectors. And for whatever reason, these particular connectors, the holes in them are so small that I can't fit in. Maybe am I sticking in the wrong plugs? Maybe I'm sticking in the wrong plugs. No, I don't think so. I don't know. No, that's not true. These are 0.156 plugs. And these are 0.156 connectors. Anyway, they will not fit. So I just marked them. There's really no reason to I actually was looking in the playfield to find out where these connected, and I couldn't find anything, and then I realized, oh, I disconnected them from themselves. They never actually needed to be disconnected. So just one connector I got to connect. So I'm gonna, I added a couple zip ties to the wires. I'm gonna add a couple more on this side, and then I'm gonna install this bad boy. You can see the old connector here. Someone tried to, I think, is that solder? I think they tried to solder the wire in there. I don't know what happened to this wire. There's no solder there. And why the wire was so short. But that's finally tidied up, so alright, I guess it's time to install this thing. It's gonna be a friggin' nightmare. Hey, check this out. The ramp went in actually with very little issue. Yeah, so I had to feed one wire down here. Just seating it in the back was a little bit of the tricky. Just make sure the wires were all fed where they need to be fed, like so. And so my holes for my ramp flaps are lining up there. Holes for over here are lining up. So everything is seated in there okay. This wire is fed down, comes along there, and then down into this hole. That's how that goes. And now I've come to realize why that plastic was all broken up, and you know, they built a plastic protector. Because when you modify shit and you use a super strong spring, you destroy Kirk's crotch, you destroy this plastic, and fortunately actually it didn't destroy anything else, but yeah, so that is why this, I'm like, this isn't a very secure area, like, oh, so it quickly dawned on me. I never really paid much attention when I had everything off the play field, but now that it's on, it makes perfect sense. So look at that. I'm like basically 3 pieces away from this thing being reassembled. That's friggin' crazy. I can redo the drop target banks from underneath. I can change these without any issue. It's all from underneath. Change these targets, flipper rebuild. There's nothing obstructing that from happening. So we are getting close. I'm going to secure this hardware, and then I will probably test everything out before I install anything else. So let's do that next. Alright, well, this won't look much different than the last video, but there's a lot of hardware involved in this one ramp. You got your little ramp protector and a couple washers, and then a spacer and a screw. And the same over on this side here. And then, you know, you got this kind of, it's a bit of a hack, because with the extra height of the plastic here, someone obviously determined they need a longer screw, which is not original. So basically not the original screw, but there's that, and then you got a couple ramp screws here. You got your screw to secure this to the rail. You got another screw for this guy here, and then you got your little mini 2 screws over there. And I think that means Bob is our uncle. So let's turn this guy on. Kind of see what it looks like, I guess, for starters. Ooh, looks good. Oh, I still haven't set this to free play yet. And yeah, okay. I've got my lamp still on there, my trouble light, but let's go into switch test here. Factory restore. Oh, shit. I did the wrong thing. Yeah, let's you want to start with the green button depressed. Isn't that right? Yeah, there we go. And now you undepress it. Undepress or press? Okay, here we go. Switch test. Now, let's grab a ball. Just any random ball will do. Not that one. This random ball does better. And let's see what we got. So, this will be our ramp entrance. Let's see if that works. It doesn't work because I forgot to connect all the connectors underneath, you silly. So let's go do that now. Okay, I got a little sidetracked there. I was on the phone talking pinball, of course. I started putting the connectors together and zip tying some crap together over here. But as you can see, lights are shut off. Oh, look at this. This used to stick to the ramp probably right there, but it's lost its stickery, just like this guy here. But yeah, so this is for the dilithium crystal thingamajiggy, and I've got a few more connectors to go. That's going to be partly for the backboard. Where does this go? I'm not sure yet, but anyway, I'm going to toy with that all on another day. Small victories, as one fellow shenanigander said. I forget who. I think it might have been Tilting T, but yeah, so a little this and a little that, and eventually it'll come together. You know what? If I have a session where I have 2-3 hours, maybe tomorrow or who knows, I will probably have this thing fully assembled, and probably we'll be playing our first game after a few hours. So that's exciting, and stay tuned for the next episode, and thanks for watching.
I have something here that's kind of odd. Rancho by Williams. And what makes it odd, other than fairly low numbers, he's got a metal cabinet. The whole thing is made out of metal. Great artwork on the side, look at that. It's Christian Marsh art, Harry Williams design. But I haven't never seen a game with a metal cabinet. I don't know if it was a prototype before production. If someone knows, fill me in. Someone's got one ugly lock on the front. Should be an interesting game.